What is good, chat? Are you guys ready to fill this board up with me? Who's in here, bro? Who is in here? Let me get the chat going. Let's see if we're good. Let's see if everything is good. Oh, I see some people in here. All right, bro. Let's get it. Early stream. I don't know if I've ever streamed this early. Okay, bro. Today we are throwing it back. Were you guys rocking with me on YouTube since I was doing my NBA show? I had my second channel, the Brawadis basketball channel, and I would do videos like this. Oh shit! I just wiped. I'm an idiot, bro. I accidentally Okay. Wait, there's an ad. Is there an ad? Early ad? Okay, we'll wait for the ad to finish. But today I'm going to be giving my Western Conference predictions. Okay. Okay. Lolitofdez. Thank you for the sub. I appreciate it, man. Okay, chat, are the ads done? When the ads are done, I'll start. Yes? Okay. Let's just get straight into it, bro. We got our Western Conference predictions for this upcoming basketball season. Can I say something real quick before I start? Before I start this video to give my picks for the NBA season, I just want to say, bro, a lot of people think I'm a casual. A lot of people think I don't know a lot about basketball because of my tweets or because of, the way I speak in my videos about the Suns. And I want you guys to understand, bro, I'm not no fucking casual, bro. I know a lot. All my tweets and shit, that's a troll. I do it for engagement. It's so easy to rage bait people on NBA Twitter, bro. People get so mad so easily when it comes to basketball. So it's so easy to get that interaction. I'm very educated when it comes to basketball, and you guys will see today. But yeah, we're going to start off with our number 1 seed for the upcoming season. And I'm going to have to go with chat. While I write it, just spam it in the chat who you think the best team in the West is for next season. I got... Hey, I appreciate the Suns' love. Hey, okay, you know what? I'm going to try my best to have good handwriting this video, okay? My pick for the number 1 team in the Western Conference next season and my pick to win the championship next season, I feel like everybody's going to have the same answer. I feel like everybody's on the same boat as me. Let me know if you're rocking with this fucking boat, baby. The number 1 seed in the Western Conference next season is going to be the Phoenix Suns. Are you guys rocking with that pick? Are you guys rocking with that pick? And these are my honest predictions. No bias, no nothing. So I know I'm a... Shout out Bazzer for the gifted sub. I know I'm a Suns fan, but this stream, I'm putting all bias aside. And I still got the Suns number 1. Do you guys agree, chat? I'm just joking, bro. The Suns, we're low-key going to be fucking ass next year. But, hold on. Hold on. I'm just joking. I'm joking, chat. I'm trolling. I love the Suns, but I'm going to be honest this video, okay? Okay? Here. Let me put it out there right now. For this stream, I can't let my bias take over. I can't let my Phoenix Suns fandom take over. I got to be as honest as I could, and I just gotta speak from a basketball mind and not a Phoenix Suns fan mind. Okay, so let's start over. Okay, my real number 1 team in the West next season. Oh my God, Bazzer just gifted 5 subs. W Bazzer in the chat. I love you. Thank you. Corey H just gifted a sub. I love you guys. I love you guys. Thank you for the gifted. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So my number 1 seed for the Western Conference next season is obviously going to be Oklahoma City, OKC. Listen, bro. OKC won the championship this past season. And, they haven't done or shown anything to make us think otherwise, bro. They're young. They're talented. They're fucking great. And I'm always in the belief that if you win the championship the year before, you gotta be ranked number 1 for the following season until someone dethrones you. It's number 1 by default. It's number 1 by default. You can't win a championship and then not be ranked number 1, especially if you're coming back with the same team. Okay? You can't. Also, I will say, I don't know how tapped in you guys are with basketball. But do you guys know the apron rules? Luxury tax, first apron, second apron, blah, blah, blah. Pretty much, long story short, if you don't, second apron is hell. Pretty much, second apron is hell. No teams want to be in that second apron. It forces you to, why do you think Boston had to trade Drew Holiday, Porzingis? They lost Al Horford. It's all because of that second apron. You know what I mean? So I see a lot of people talking about, OKC is that second apron's coming for them. They got to pay Shea. They paid J-Dub. They paid Chet. Guys, OKC, I fear that the second apron is not going to come after them because, let me tell you why. Yes, they're paying Shea big money. Yes, they signed Jalen Williams to a big extension. Yes, they gave Chet a lot of money. I understand that. But the reason I think, is there an ad, bro? I was just getting into my fucking yapping, bro. Also, chat, I don't want to see people spam yap, too much yapping. I'm letting you know from the get-go. I'm letting you know from the start. This is going to be a fucking yap sesh. I'm talking about my fucking predictions. What do you want me to do in the stream? Dance and fucking shove food up my ass? No, it's a NBA prediction video. So yeah, I'm going to yap. If you don't like it, then I don't know what to tell you, bro. Don't watch the stream. I'm going to yap. I'm going to yap about basketball. So yeah. Anyways, chat, let me know when the ads are done, please. Ads done. Are the ads done? Okay, anyways, chat. So pretty much the second apron is a hell that no basketball team wants to be into. The Phoenix Suns were in the second apron. Look what happened to them. Boston was in the second apron. They had to trade Drew Holiday, Porzingis. They're losing Al Horford. They lost Luke Cornett, right? And a lot of people talk about, OKC won a championship, but that second apron is gonna get them. That second apron is gonna make them break that team apart. But no, let me tell you why I don't believe that is true with OKC. Yes, they're giving Shea big money. Yes, they just signed J-Dub to an extension. Yes, they just gave Chet a lot of money as well. But Sam Presti has been so excellent in acquiring draft picks that I think whenever they have role players that are, performing well and they're going to ask for big money and big contracts to get them into that second apron, I think OKC has so many draft picks that they're just going to shuffle out their role players. So, for example, will they lose Isaiah Hartenstein? Probably. Will they lose Caruso in the future? Yeah, probably. But they will not lose Shea, J-Dub, or Chet. And I think with the Caruso that they lose and the Hartenstein that they lose, they have all the draft picks to make up for that, bro. They have all the draft picks to just bring in new role players that could just, excel. So I think OKC's in a good spot. Okay, are you guys ready for the number 2? Are you guys ready for my second seed, who I think is going to be number 2 in the Western Conference this upcoming season? Let me get your predictions in the chat. I'm not going to look. I'm just going to, I want to read your predictions after, but I already have my pick, bro. I got mine. I see Clippers. I see Houston. I see Mavericks. Damn, I don't really see anyone with my pick. Oh, there we go. I see one. Ready? My pick for the second best team in the West next season, the Denver Nuggets. Denver, in my opinion, is the second best team in the West. And actually, I'm going to go out on a limb and say this from now. A little bit of a bold prediction, but I got Denver winning the fucking championship next season. I got Denver winning the NBA Finals next season, bro. Let me explain. They replaced Michael Porter Jr., who, I'm sorry to say it, he's overrated. He's a good player. He's a good shooter. You know, he could put the ball in the hoop. He could score, but he doesn't do anything else, bro. He doesn't defend. He doesn't pass the ball. He's a very one-dimensional player, which is fine because he excels in that one role. He's a great shooter. But they replaced Michael Porter Jr., who was making $38 million per year, with Cameron Johnson. Keep in mind, I think if they only added Cam Johnson for Michael Porter Jr., they would already be better. Already, just with that move alone. Cam Johnson is better than Michael Porter Jr. Trust me, I'm a Suns fan, so I watched Cameron Johnson play basketball a lot. He's a fucking beast. He's underrated. He's a very, very, very good player. He wasn't getting a lot of games on national TV when he was in Brooklyn, so a lot of people don't know about Cam Johnson, but you guys are going to see. You guys are going to see this upcoming season with Denver. They're going to have a lot of games on TV playing with Jokic and everything. He's going to show people who he really is. Cameron Johnson is a fucking beast, bro. He's a beast. He's better than Michael Porter Jr. So that swap alone, Cam Johnson for MPJ, that already makes Denver better. But check this out. They then went and got Valanciunas. They then went and got Bruce Brown. They then went and got Tim Hardaway Jr. They loaded up, bro. They loaded up. And guess what? Denver was paying Michael Porter Jr. $38 million. That's one player. 38 mil. They brought in Cameron Johnson, Jonas Valanciunas, Bruce Brown, and Tim Hardaway Jr. for 37 mil. All those four players combined was cheaper than one player. Denver's going to be fucking nice, bro. They kept Aaron Gordon. They kept Jokic. They kept Jamal Murray. They kept Christian Braun. They're going to be good, bro. They're going to be good, especially a player like Cameron Johnson, who's a sniper. He's a knockdown shooter. To play with someone as good of a playmaker and a passer as Jokic, and then Jamal Murray could also play make and set up his teammates. Cameron Johnson is going to thrive, bro. He's going to thrive, bro, in Denver. He's going to thrive, bro. Trust me. Denver is my number 2 pick in the West and my low-key sneaky pick to win the championship. Also, guys, let's be honest. Jokic only has 1 ring. He's way too good of a fucking player to retire with only 1 championship. And I think that this team that Denver has put around him this season, I think it's the best team that he's had around him his whole career. Even better than the 2023 team that won the championship, bro. Just think, bro, you got Jamal Murray, Christian Braun, Cameron Johnson, Aaron Gordon, Jokic. They finally got Jokic a backup big. He's been running it with fucking DeAndre Jordan, bro, as his backup big, bro. Now they got Valanciunas, who would be a starter on, half the teams in the league. Now he's a backup. They got Bruce Brown back. Like, bro, they're going to be good. Also, someone said Tim Hardaway Jr. is ass. Listen, bro, in the NBA, it's all about your role. Tim Hardaway Jr. might be ass on a team where he's asked to create, but when he's on a team where all he's asked to do is just shoot the ball, stay at the three-point line and shoot the ball, he's going to excel. People saying Valanciunas is ass, okay. You could think he's ass as a starting center or if he's expected to do too much. Bro, now he's only expected to fucking come in for 12 to 15 minutes and back up Jokic. That's an excellent backup center. Excellent. Either way, Jokic. Okay, are you guys ready for number 3? Here's my top 2. Top 2 so far. Let's get number 3. You guys are clowning Valanciunas and Tim Hardaway Jr. in the chat like they're going to come in and play 30, 40 minutes a game in the playoffs, bro. Those are role players. They're bench players. They're going to play in the regular season, and then come playoffs, they're not going to be asked to do shit, bro. Anyways, my number 3 seed in the Western Conference. Chat. What do you guys think? I already wrote mine down, so I'm not copying, What do you guys think? I see Clippers. I see Warriors. I see Suns. I see Houston. We have a problem. Number 3, I got the Houston Rockets. Obviously, Houston is going to be really, really, really good this upcoming season, man. The Rockets already finished as the 2 seed last year. They won over 50 games, and now they added Kevin fucking Durant. Y'all know who he is. KD. Still a top 10 player in this league. He was dropping 27 a game for the Suns last season. I know people like to bring up his age. Oh, he's 37, this and that. I don't give a fuck, bro. KD is KD. And if you watched any Phoenix Suns games last year, then you know he has not slowed down, bro. He was giving us almost 30 a game, bro. He was giving Phoenix almost 30 a game, 30 a night, bro. Houston is going to be the third best team. Oh, wait. We're acting like KD is the only move they made? Come on, bro. They went out and they got Dorian Finney-Smith. Excellent pickup. Excellent pickup. They signed Clint Capella. They re-signed Steven Adams. They re-signed Fred VanVleet. They just got Josh Okogie, who, even if on the Suns he was starting games, now in Houston he's going to be asked to just fucking... Like, bro, he's an excellent pickup for an end-of-the-bench guy. He's good, bro. Either way, Houston only gave up Jalen Green and Dillon Brooks. They only lost Jalen Green and Dillon Brooks, but they added Kevin Durant. They added Finney-Smith. They added Capella. They added Okogie. They re-signed Steven Adams. They're bringing back VanVleet. They kept Amen Thompson. They kept Jabari Smith Jr. They kept Tari Eason. They kept Şengün. They pretty much brought back their whole entire team that finished as the 2 seed and added to that. And added to that, bro. Houston's going to be good, bro. Houston's going to be good, bro. You saw in the playoffs, they took Golden State to 7 games. The only thing that was missing, because their defense was amazing, the only thing that was missing for Houston was just having that one player that in the playoffs, when the pressure starts to get to those young guys and the lights get a little too bright and the game slows down, you need that one guy where the coach will be like, you know what? Fuck the drawing board, fuck the plays, get the ball to that guy and let him get a bucket. Houston didn't have that guy last year. Now, who better than that guy than Kevin fucking Durant, bro? They got that guy. They got that guy, bro. They got that guy, bro. When the lights get too bright in the playoffs for maybe, let's say, like a Amen Thompson or a Şengün, who are still young guys, or a Jabari Smith, you have KD to be like, yo, give me the ball and get the fuck out the way. Watch me get a bucket. By the way, I do want to say, on a side note, Amen Thompson, in my opinion, bro, oh my gosh, bro. Amen Thompson is his potential is so sky high. There's no ceiling that you could put on what Amen Thompson could be as a player in 2 or 3 years, bro. He might be the most athletic player we have ever seen in NBA history. That's for starters, okay? Number 2, he could handle the ball a little bit too. If you need him to play some point guard, that dude could play some point guard, bro. If you need him to defend, don't even get me started on his defense, bro. Don't get me started on his defense. Amen Thompson will be, in my opinion, a top 10 player in the league in his prime. Sniffy butt cheeks. Thank you for the sub. I like your name. But yeah, Amen Thompson is I don't know if he'll be like taking that crazy big leap this upcoming season, because the Rockets have, a lot of players, a lot of depth. But in 2 or 3 years, especially when KD is on his way out, KD's retiring, Amen is going to be that guy, bro. I know a lot of, I won't call them casual NBA fans, but a lot of NBA fans that aren't too tapped in, they'll be like, oh, Şengün this, Şengün that. The Rockets got Şengün, which I get it. Şengün's nice. But Amen Thompson is the real fucking deal. Like, he is, yeah. I'm a big Amen Thompson fan, bro. And, bro, the fact that they kept Jabari Smith Jr. Away from the Kevin Durant trade talks, that's a big W for them, bro. Jabari Smith Jr. is good too. He has untapped potential, bro. They kept Tari Eason as well. I feel like a lot of casuals don't know how good Tari Eason is, how good Jabari Smith Jr. is. Homie was a top 3 pick, bro. You know what I mean? And now Jabari's gonna get to learn from KD. Houston's gonna be nice, bro. Houston's gonna be nice. Okay, are you guys ready for number 4? Are you guys ready for number 4? Oh, real quick. As a Suns fan, This is not even like no glaze. It's just giving props to Houston. I wanted Jabari Smith Jr. in that trade package so bad for KD, so bad. And there's a reason Houston refused to give him, because Jabari Smith Jr. is going to be a beast. Anyways, you guys ready for number 4? I'm going to write it down. Let me see your predictions in the chat. My number 4 best team in the West. Who do I see? I see a lot of Warriors. I'm not ready to go there yet. I see a lot of Dallas, Timberwolves, Lakers. Damn, I'm not seeing my pick. I see a lot of Mavs, Lakers, Warriors, T-Wolves, Spurs. Damn, no one's on my pick. The number 4 best team in the West, the number 4 seed, will be the Clippers, baby. It will be the Los Angeles Clippers. First and foremost, before I get into this segment about the Clippers, I just want to speak on behalf of myself and all the Suns fans out there. Fuck Bradley Beal. I just had to get that off my chest, okay? Fuck Brad Beal. Okay? Now that I got that off my chest. Clippers being number 4. I just want to get this out the way now. All you people that I see talking about, oh, but the Clippers are too old. Oh, everyone there is out of their prime. They're past this and that. Bro, you guys are acting like Zubac is 28. He was arguably their second best player last year that played enough games, obviously. Like John Collins, who they just traded for and is a starter and is going to play big minutes, is 28. Those are 2 players in their starting lineup that are going to be playing playoff minutes, both in the heart of their prime. Okay? Derrick Jones Jr., 28. Even Chris Dunn is 30 or 31. How about even Brad Beal, who I know is obviously injury prone and has a long list of injuries, but he's only 32. He's not 40. Jazzy Lokes, thank you for the sub. What about Harden? I know Harden's a little bit older, but did you watch any Clippers games last year? He's a beast still. He's a beast, bro. He's a fucking beast, bro. Kawhi, obviously one healthy is a beast. Either way, I got Clippers at number 4, and I think the whole, oh, but they're so old. That's such a lazy take, bro. Like, just say you don't watch ball. Just say you don't watch ball and you're just scrolling through Twitter all day. And you're just riding the ass of everyone that's saying the Clippers are too old, bro. Can we not forget that the LA Clippers took the Denver Nuggets to 7 games in the playoffs last season? Denver then took OKC, the fucking champions, to 7. Denver took OKC to 7, and they were 1 game away from losing to the Clippers. The Clippers took Denver to 7 games last year. Guess what? They got better. The Clippers got better. The Clippers last season were 2 games out of the 2 seed. The Clippers were 2 games away from the number 2 seed in the West last season. And they got better. They got better, bro. Listen, bro. Their lineup, their depth is actually insane, bro. James Harden, Bradley Beal, Kawhi Leonard, John Collins, and Zubac as your starters? Hold up. What about off the bench? CP3, Chris Dunn, Bogdanovich, Derrick Jones Jr., Batum, Brook Lopez. They can legit run 11-man. Like, they're going to be so fresh. They're going to be so fresh for the playoffs because they're 11 deep. They could run 11 guys in the regular season to preserve, their stamina for the playoffs, bro. The Clippers are deep. Bro. Zubac gets hurt, slide in Brook Lopez. Harden is hurt, slide in CP3, who played 82 games last season. People talking about he's 40 years old, he's so old. He played 82 games last year. And Brad Beal, listen, bro. Let me put all my Phoenix Suns bias to the side real quick. I know Brad Beal gets a lot of hate. I'm one of those people. I hated on Brad Beal for years because of, how he was on the Suns. But like I said, let me put my Phoenix Suns fandom. Oh, fuck, there's ads. Is there ads, bro? Oh, I was about to say something crazy about Brad Beal. I was about to say something crazy. I'll wait a second. I'll wait a second. I'll wait a second, chat. Chat, please let me know when the ads are done. Please. Let me know when the ads are finished. Let me know when the ads are done. Zach, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it, man. I love you, bro. Thank you. Thanks for rocking with me. Okay, are the ads finished, bro? I want to continue. They're done? Okay. Damn, I'm getting so much hate for putting the Clippers at number 4, and I feel like you guys are gonna. Oh, Yan Chit, thank you for the gifted. Thank you. I'm getting so much hate for putting the Clippers at 4, and I feel like you guys are gonna eat your words, bro. The Clippers are gonna be a lot better than people think. Oh, here's what I was saying about Brad Beal. So I know, obviously, as a Suns fan, I've shitted on Brad Beal for 2 years. I've hated on Brad Beal, and he's made me lose my mind, right? But that is more so tied to how much money he was making. You know, he was making over $50 million a year, and he's not worth that. Let's be real. But don't get it mistaken with him being a bum or him being a bad player. He was just overpaid. There's a difference with sucking and just being overpaid. Brad Beal was averaging almost 20 points a game as the third option and shooting almost 50, 40, 80 from the field. To get that player for $5 million bucks, that's a fucking W for the Clippers. Brad Beal went from maybe the worst contract in NBA history to the best value contract in the whole entire league. $5 million for Bradley Beal, $5 million for a player that averages almost 20 points a game is insane fucking value. That's the best contract in the league, bro. No one makes $5 million anymore. No one makes $5 million anymore, bro. Even, like, unless it's a vet minimum. Bro, oh my God, you guys are so fucking... People are talking about, why did you switch up on Brad Beal? Bro went from hating to glazing. Oh my God, bro. No, there's a difference. All the hate from Suns fans come because Brad Beal was just making too much money. If you think Brad Beal is a shitty basketball player, that's where you're wrong. Either way, bro, you guys are so fucking... I can't, bro. I can't. But yeah, I feel like the takes of, oh, the Clippers are so old, everyone is past their prime. It's not. That's just lazy, bro. It's lazy. It's corny. Or the worst. The worst is where they're like, oh yeah, the Clippers got a good team, but they lose in the first and second round every year. They're just cursed as a franchise. Homie, this might be the best team in Clippers history, at least on paper. So you can't compare a team that has a bunch of new players to a older team from the past. Either way, bro. In my opinion, the Clippers are going to be nice, bro. They're deep. They are what the Suns tried to do. They're loaded at the top with star power in terms of Harden and Kawhi. But then they're also deep with Chris Dunn, Batum, Brook Lopez, John Collins, Zubac, Derrick Jones Jr., like all this shit, bro. Hey, if you guys are getting annoyed by the yapping, just exit the stream. All I'm going to be doing is yapping, bro. All I'm going to be doing is yapping. I'm talking about basketball. So, you know, if you don't like it, then yeah, just go. Also, I will say about the Clippers, John Collins is an underrated ass pickup. Yan Chit, thank you for the 5 gifted. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. W Yan. Anyways, yeah, I think John Collins is an excellent pickup for the Clippers. I think he's underrated. I think, honestly, in Atlanta, a lot of people knew he was good, right? once he went to Utah, I think John Collins became a little bit underrated because nobody watches the Jazz. Not to mention, the Jazz were tanking, and John Collins is a good player. So they were literally like, they traded John Collins. Utah traded John Collins because he was helping them win too many games, bro. I don't give a fuck. Utah traded John Collins because he's a good-ass player, and he was helping them win too many games, and they were trying to tank. The people are overlooking that trade for the Clippers, and they only gave up Norman Powell for John Collins, and then replaced Norman Powell with Bradley Beal. That's a W, bro. That's a W, bro. They pretty much, they gave up Norman Powell, and they got Brad Beal and John Collins in return. Brad Beal's already better than Norman Powell. They could both score, but Beal has the ball handling and ability to create better. Powell is not better than Brad Beal. Anyways, you guys are going to see. John Collins is underrated, bro. He's a true 4. There's not too many true 4s in the league anymore, bro. There's a lot of big wings. John Collins is a true power forward. Are you guys ready for number 5? Are you guys ready for number 5? Let's get it, bro. Put your predictions in the chat. I'm not reading them. I already have my own pick, so I'm not copying you guys. My number 5 team in the West. And I know half the world is going to love this, and half the world is going to fucking hate it. But I got the Lakers. I got the LA Lakers at number 5, and let me explain why. No, it's not because of I like the roster construction. No, I don't really love what Rob Pelinka did this summer. No, I don't think that Austin Reeves is the next coming of fucking Michael Jordan. I got one reason why I think the Lakers are going to be top 5 in the West next year. One reason and one reason only. And that's Luka fucking Doncic, bro. That's Luka Magic, bro. That's Luka Doncic, bro. Luka is going to have the Lakers top 5. I think you guys must have forgot, bro. I think you guys must have forgot who Luka Doncic is. Listen, chat. Listen. He had one down year last year. One down year. Which, keep in mind, Luka Doncic down year is still better than 99% of the NBA. Either way, he had one off year last year. Keep in mind, he was injured. He missed a bunch of games. And he got traded mid-season and had to pick up a whole new system, had to learn with playing new players, new teammates, new organization. It was his worst year he's ever had, and he still looked amazing. You guys must have forgot who the fuck Luka Doncic is, bro. You guys must have forgotten who Luka Magic is, bro. Luka Doncic, you know what? I'm going to go out on a limb right now. Luka Doncic is my MVP pick for next year. Luka is winning MVP next year. I don't give a fuck. Call me a Glazer. Call me. Oh, but Brandon, you love the Suns. You're supposed to hate Luka. I don't give a fuck. I'm a basketball fan, bro. Luka Doncic. How about this? I'm going to go off on another limb and make another prediction. Well, it's not a prediction. It's a take. Luka Doncic is better than Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I don't give a fuck. I think Luka is the second best player in the NBA, only behind Jokic. And I think after this season, that might be different. I think after this season, Luka will probably be the best player in the NBA. So you guys are going to ask, why do I have the Lakers 5? Is it because of fucking Rui Hachimura? Because of fucking Jackson Hayes? Because of fucking Marcus Smart? Fuck no. I got the Lakers number 5 because of one reason and one reason only, and that is Luka Doncic, bro. Luka, like I said, bro, last year he had his worst season ever, his worst year of his career, and he still was better than 99% of the league, bro. And the only reason he looked off or bad last year, bro, he was hurt. He had a bad injury. The calf injury he had is literally the reason, like, if players come back too early, they tear their Achilles, sorry. So yeah, he missed a bunch of games. He didn't want to come back. He didn't want to rush it. And he got traded midseason. He had to learn a new system, play with new teammates. Also, I will say, listen. I know there was a lot of Laker fans that were upset about losing Dorian Finney-Smith, and I get it because they traded a bunch of second-round picks for him. You know, they got him midseason. But to replace Dorian Finney-Smith with DeAndre Ayton, Marcus Smart, and Jake LaRavia, that's a W, bro. That's a W, bro. Laker fans, if you're with me in the chat, or NBA fans in general, would you take one Dorian Finney-Smith, or would you take DeAndre Ayton, Jake LaRavia, and Marcus Smart? I feel like for what the Lakers needed, I would take DeAndre Ayton straight up over Dorian Finney-Smith. Now, I'm not saying Ayton is better than Finney-Smith, but like I just said, for what the Lakers needed, homie, they were starting Jackson fucking Hayes at center last year, bro. Jackson Hayes was their starting center, bro. I think they could afford to lose Dorian Finney-Smith if it meant adding DeAndre Ayton, bro. Keep in mind, if they kept Finney-Smith, they would not have been able to get Ayton. And I also will say, as good of a defender that Finney-Smith is, and as good of a three-point shooter, 3 and D, the Lakers have guys that I don't want to say are just as good as Finney-Smith, but like Hachimura is not bad. Jake LaRavia is not bad either. Like, LaRavia is not going to come in and score 20 a game, but he's not bad, bro. He could play some defense. He could shoot the ball. Like, I don't hate what the Lakers did this summer. And I hear a lot of people talk about, oh, Marcus Smart is washed. He didn't play enough games. He barely played last year. Can I just say something, bro? He was on the Wizards last year, right, chat? Right? This is to all my Laker fans that are worried about Marcus Smart being washed and injury prone and not playing enough games. He was on the Wizards, yeah? What were the Wizards doing last season? They were developing young guys. They were playing all their rookies. They were essentially tanking, right? You're not going to play a Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart has no purpose to play on a team like that. So let me put it this way. If Marcus Smart has like a mild ankle sprain, the Wizards might be like, yeah, bro, you can't play this game. Just sit out for 2 weeks, right? The Lakers, a team that's contending, would be like, yo, bro, it's just a mild ankle sprain. You're good. You could play. It is what it is. He was on a tanking Wizards team, bro. They don't want him to play. They don't want him to win them games. So, yeah. And bro, plus, you act like Marcus Smart is gonna he's not gonna play 30 minutes a game, bro. He's gonna come in, play some defense. Sorry. Another reason why I love the Marcus Smart pickup for the Lakers, regardless if he's gonna come in and play big minutes, regardless if he's gonna be a big playoff contributor, what I love him for the most is I think he's gonna be an amazing mentor for Bronny. I think he's gonna be an amazing mentor for Bronny. Check this out. Let me explain why. I think Bronny has a place in this league. Okay? I don't think Bronny is... I don't agree with people that say that the only reason Bronny's in the NBA is because of LeBron James. I don't believe that people... I don't agree with people that say he only is in the NBA because LeBron is his dad, okay? I actually think Bronny has potential to be a good NBA player. Do I think Bronny's ever going to average 25 points a game and be an all-star? Probably not. I think his role in this league is a Drew Holiday, Marcus Smart type of player. Someone who defensively is a fucking dog. He will hound the other team's best player on defense and could shoot the open three and could dribble the ball a little bit, bring the ball up the court. Who better to learn from? Yo, Booker, come. Who better to learn from than Marcus Smart? That is literally Marcus Smart's role in this league. Marcus Smart made a living off doing exactly what Bronny James, will excel at. Bring the ball up the court. You don't have to be a point guard, but just bring the ball up the court, handle the ball a little bit. Shoot the open three. You don't got to score 20 a game, but shoot the open three and play fucking defense. Yes, Davion Mitchell. Yes, that's a good comparison as well. Yes. So I think that regardless of what Marcus Smart does for the Lakers, I think at bare minimum, he's going to be a great mentor for Bronny, who I believe in. I think Bronny has a good future in this league, honestly. Honestly. I don't like the people that say he's only in the NBA because of his dad. I don't like that. So I got the Lakers at number 5. Sorry, guys. My dog is scratching up my couch. Yo, Booker. You can't do that, bro. This is an expensive couch. Come here. Come by me. Come. And also, chat, I want to say, before I move on to number 6, I want to say, I think Ayton has gotten underrated. I think that he's going to be really good with the Lakers because, I mean, for starters, homie, they were playing Jackson Hayes last season. It can't get much worse than that. Jackson Hayes was your starting center? Come on, bro. That's bad. Also, all my Suns fans can agree. DeAndre Ayton, contract year Ayton, is a different animal, bro. DeAndre Ayton, who's in a contract year, is a fucking beast, bro. Bro, it is what it is, bro. It is what it is, bro. The Lakers went from Jackson Hayes and Alex Len to DeAndre Ayton. That's a W, bro. That's an upgrade. That's an upgrade, bro. Why do people spam ... in the chat? Anyways, I think Ayton is an amazing fit with Luka because for starters, he's a lob threat. Okay? Think who Dallas was trying to put around Luka over there in Dallas. It was Lively and Gafford, lob threats, right? Luka loves playing with bigs that are athletic and are lob threats. That's Ayton. Okay? On the flip side, look what Ayton did. Don't look at his time in Portland. That team was poorly constructed. Look at his time in Phoenix when he had Chris Paul. When Ayton was playing with Chris Paul, he was damn near all-star. He was averaging like 18 and 12 and helped the Suns get to the NBA Finals and played a crucial role on that Finals team. Luka, Chris Paul, similar type of players in terms of setting up an offense, setting up their bigs, right? Not to mention, Ayton could shoot a little bit, bro. He could shoot the mid-range. His mid-range is money, honestly. I don't know like if he could stretch it out all the way to the three-point line. I have seen him hit some threes though, I'm not gonna lie. But I wouldn't say he could stretch it out to the three-point line. But his mid-range is money. So the Lakers definitely got a center upgrade. And I like Ayton for them, bro. I like it. Like I said, Suns fans know DeAndre Ayton in a contract year is a different beast. A different animal, bro. Are you guys ready for number 6? Oh, people are spamming ads. Chat, are the ads done? Are the ads done? Is there not even ads and you guys are trolling me? Ads are done. No ads. You good? Okay. Okay, the ads are done, right? Oh, guys, the last thing I want to say about Ayton on the Lakers is don't try to take his time in Portland and be like, oh, look, Ayton was so trash, bro. He's going to suck on the Lakers. No. If I got any hoopers in the chat, if I have any people in the chat that actually play basketball, put it this way. When you go to the gym to play pickup basketball, okay, just use that for an example. If you're placed on a shitty team, if you're running with a shitty 5, you're just probably not going to try as hard. It's not going to be fun. You're not going to be like motivated to play. But if you get put on a team with like good role players, good point guard, and a solid 5, you're gonna try harder. That's just how basketball works. So when Ayton is over there in Portland playing with Scoot Henderson as his point guard, he's probably not gonna be too motivated to try as hard. But then you come to LA and you're playing with Luka and LeBron, yeah, it's gonna turn Ayton up. It's gonna turn Ayton up, bro. You know what I mean? So anyways, are you guys ready for number 6? Are you guys ready for number 6? Let's get it, bro. I have my pick. What's your pick? Let me read some. I already wrote mine down. I see a lot of Timberwolves. I see some Dallas. Did Yan Chit just gifted again? Bro, who is this guy? I love you. Thank you for the gifted, bro. W Yan in the chat. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate the 5 gifted. Thank you. Damn. Anyways, my number 6 team in the West, my 6th seed, number 6, I got the Dallas Mavericks. Listen, bro. Listen. Obviously, this is contingent on Kyrie coming back during the season. Obviously, if Kyrie Irving is out the whole year, they're probably not top 6. But I believe he comes back February, around the All-Star break. And listen, bro, as much as I hate Dallas for trading Luka, because I believe that was a fucking inside job. It was rigged. Call it a conspiracy theory. It was fucking fixed by the NBA. Put it this way. I already thought the Luka for Anthony Davis trade was rigged. Okay? I already thought, it's no surprise that the ratings of the NBA were very low. And then they sent Luka, who is the next face of the whole entire NBA, a fucking global face, generational player. They send him to the biggest market in the league, Los Angeles. It already was rigged based off that alone. But when the draft lottery came, homie, when the draft lottery came and Cooper Flag ended up in Dallas, oh my God, that all but confirmed that shit was rigged, bro. It was already rigged. Even if Cooper Flag did not go to fucking Dallas, it was already rigged before that. It was already rigged before that. It was clear as day that Nico Harrison got his fucking ass ate by Adam Silver, so he shipped out Luka Doncic for Anthony Davis. It was Adam Silver paid him a shit ton of money under the table, and ate his ass 90 times a week for him to do that, right? And because ratings were low and LA, LeBron is about to retire, Anthony Davis is getting older, so the LA Lakers, who make the league the most money, they're the biggest market, they needed a spark, they needed a new face, and they get Luka Doncic. That was already rigged. But oh my gosh, for Dallas to get Cooper Flag made it so obvious that Adam Silver went to Nico Harrison and was like, hey man, send Luka to the Lakers, we'll get you Anthony Davis and Cooper Flag. Just be patient. Take Anthony Davis right now. Take all the heat from the media. You're going to get shitted on, Nico. You're going to get shitted on by the media for making this trade. But just stay quiet. Be my puppet. Be a puppet. And I'll give you Cooper Flag. And look what happened. It's so obvious. But anyways. I got Dallas number 6 because all fucking conspiracy aside, whatever, they have a good team, bro. Keep in mind, Dallas had a 1% chance at getting Cooper Flag. But anyways, I'm done with that fucking topic. Dallas, when healthy, Kyrie Irving, Klay Thompson, Cooper Flag, Anthony Davis, Derek Lively. Okay, that's his starters. What about their bench, bro? D'Angelo Russell, Najee Marshall, Daniel Gafford, Max Christie. They're good, bro. They have the star power. They have the depth. And I hate that Kyrie got hurt, bro. Oh, PJ Washington. How did I forget about PJ Washington too? I don't like that they traded Quentin Grimes, though. I don't like that. You guys were seeing what Quentin Grimes did in Philly after the trade. I get it. Philly was injured, so he had a way bigger role. But, bro, you don't do that. You don't do that type of scoring unless you have real talent. And I know Yeah, I know they got Caleb Martin, but I'm keeping Quentin Grimes if I was them. But anyways, dude, oh my God, you guys are spamming Klay Thompson's ass. Yes, guys, I understand that this is not the same Klay Thompson from fucking Golden State. I know. But when you're Klay Thompson in this position, and all you're asked to do is stand in the fucking corner and shoot threes while Kyrie goes to work and AD goes to work and Max Christie could defend and Cooper Flagg could defend and Lively could protect the rim, then yeah, you're going to excel at that role, bro. You're going to excel at that role. Klay does not need to be an all-star on this team. Plus, he's fucking Megan Thee Stallion, okay? He's living a good life, bro. He's playing on a good team. He's living in a place with fucking no taxes. And he's fucking Megan Thee Stallion, bro. Anyways, I got Dallas number 6. I think they have a really, really good team. And I would have them higher if they were healthy for the whole year. But you know who I really like in Dallas that no one really talks about is Najee Marshall, bro. He's fucking nice. Najee Marshall's good, bro. He's good. I think he's underrated, bro. I like their team. The Cooper Flagg as well. I went to the Summer League and I watched Cooper Flagg. Bro, Cooper Flagg is, bro, he's a real deal. I don't know how much he's going to contribute on offense from day one because obviously when you're a rookie coming to the NBA, your offense takes a little bit longer to translate just because obviously Cooper Flagg was playing against, high schoolers and college players. He's playing against 18, 19, 20-year-olds, and now he's coming in and playing against grown men. So, I get it. His offense might not be 20 points a game from the start, especially when you're playing with Kyrie and AD and Klay and people that take a lot of shots, right? But his defense will be there from day one. Cooper Flagg's defense will be there from day one, and his body is already NBA ready. He's not a skinny kid, bro. He has size. He has muscle. He's wide. He's not like a skinny kid that, he got to put on a lot of muscle. No. His body's NBA ready, and I think he'll be able to defend at the NBA level right away, bro. I love Cooper Flagg. I love Cooper Flagg's game. I think he's going to be really, really good. And the ability to learn from Kyrie and AD and Klay, as a rookie, is going to be very beneficial for him in the future. I like that. I love Cooper. Okay. Here's my top 6. Next, we're getting in play-in territory. 7th seed. Who is going to be number 7? I have my pick. I want you guys to spam yours in the chat. I have mine. Holy shit. Can I just say, bro, before showing the board, the West is a bloodbath. It is absolutely insanely stacked, bro. This is fucking crazy, bro. I'm going Minnesota, number 7. I got the Timberwolves. I know there's a lot of Warrior comments, but I'm going Minnesota, bro. Minnesota they just went to the conference finals this past season, bro. They were close to making the NBA finals, bro. And the only reason I don't have Minnesota higher is because they lost Nickeil Alexander-Walker and they didn't add anybody. You know what I mean? They re-signed Randall, they re-signed Naz Reid, but they didn't sign free agents. They didn't make a trade. And they lost Alexander Walker, who was a big piece to that team. Mike Conley getting older. But I'm not tripping over Mike Conley because Rob Dillingham, I feel like, is going to be playing a lot of minutes. And Terrence Shannon Jr., he's nice too. Terrence Shannon Jr., bro. Terrence Shannon Jr., remember the name, bro. He's gonna come up this season. He's gonna be a household name this season, bro. But yeah, I mean, I want to put the Timberwolves higher. I really do. Because they were in the conference finals and they got Ant. But the West is so insanely stacked that I just don't really know who I would put them over, bro. I really don't. It like genuinely, all 7 of these teams, if they were in the East, they could have been the number 1 or number 2 seed in the East. They could be number 1 or number 2 in the East. Even the Timberwolves, who I'm picking number 7 in the West is so freaking stacked that the T-Wolves would be like number 1 or 2 in the East, bro. The West is crazy, bro. The West is crazy. Yeah, I do think the T-Wolves, I think they'll get leaps from Rob Dillingham and Terrence Shannon Jr. So they'll help out. I think Ant hasn't even entered his prime yet, which is crazy to think because, I mean, bro, he's already so good. Gobert's a monster defensively. Naz Reid, he's good. Julius Randle he's okay, he's good. But yeah, I can't get myself to put Minnesota higher than any of these other teams on the list. I can't. They were trying to get KD. That's true. I can tell you that much. I'm not going to sit here and act like I got sources. But I do know people who know some things. And I will say that all that is true. Minnesota was trying hard to get KD, and KD shut it down. He didn't want to go to Minnesota. He didn't want to end his career living in fucking Minnesota. And I will say that it's true that they offered Rudy Gobert, DiVincenzo, Dillingham, and the 17th pick. I would have loved that package for the Suns. Gobert, DiVincenzo, Rob Dillingham, and a first-round pick. That's true, bro. A lot of people thought, oh, they're giving up too much. That's not true. It's fake. No. They were offering all that, bro. That's true. And KD shut it down. Anyways, are you guys ready for number 8? Oh, I already know I'm going to get some hate for this. Especially considering I was just at Jimmy Butler's house. Oh, I'm going to get hate for this, bro. I'm going to get hate when you guys find out that I don't even have the Warriors here. I got the San Antonio Spurs at number 8. Victor Wembanyama. You guys are going to call it glaze. I don't care. Victor Wembanyama is something that we have never, ever seen before in NBA history. Y'all like to compare him to like Kevin Durant because KD's 7 feet tall and you know he can move and Wemby can also move. Homie, I went to a Suns and Spurs game live and I saw Kevin Durant standing next to Wembanyama. Wemby is a good at least 5 or 6 inches taller than KD. And he moves like that is fucking nuts, bro. Victor Wembanyama is he's gonna be a 50-time defensive player of the year. He could shoot the 3-ball. He could catch lobs. He's a great free throw shooter. He stays relatively healthy for his size. Don't bring up the blood clots. Blood clots have nothing to do with that's completely unrelated, bro. You can't hold that against somebody in terms of like injury prone players. Victor Wembanyama, here's what people don't realize, bro. Let me tell you why Victor Wembanyama averages almost 40 points a game. And this might not make sense because here, if you guys want to see the board, but if you guys look up his stats, it's not going to say 40 points a game. But let me explain. So Wemby will give you like, 24 to 26 points a game, right? On offense, right? But let me tell you how he gets that up to 40 a game. Have you guys seen Victor Wembanyama play defense around the rim? If Victor Wembanyama just stands like this, opposing teams' players, they're not even looking to score. They're not even looking at the rim. I know y'all have seen the highlights where players are on fast breaks, right? And they're about to go up for a layup, an easy two. And Wemby is just in the area, and that player will literally turn around and pass the ball. He won't even go up with it. So this is what I'm trying to say. Victor Wembanyama averages about 40 points a game because he's giving you around 26 points on offense, but then he's also stopping the other team from scoring about 12 or 14 points just by being a defensive monster. Just by being a defensive monster, bro. Wemby is I'm a Wemby Glazer. I don't give a fuck, bro. Wemby is an animal. He's a beast. He is. Someone said he's never averaged 26. Yeah, no shit, bro. He's played 2 seasons in the NBA, bro. I'm talking about him coming into his prime. Anyways, I know I'm giving Wemby a lot of glaze, but that's not the only reason why I have the Spurs number 8. Dude. Oh my gosh, is there ads, bro? Fuck, I'll wait for the ads to finish because I got a lot to say about the Spurs. Chat, let me know when the ads are done, please. Not even Blanco. Thank you for the sub. I appreciate it, man. Are the ads really done already? We're back? Are we back, chat? Because I got more Spurs glaze. Okay, well, I'll show you guys the list so far. Okay. What do you guys think is the most surprising thing right now, chat? Put it in the chat. What do you guys think is the most surprising thing about the list out of the top 8? I know, listen, bro, I know the Spurs were pretty ass last year, but bro, let's be honest. They were just way too young. Their young players are ready to take that next leap. Listen, bro. They traded for De'Aaron Fox and kept all their assets, bro. They didn't give up nothing to get him, bro. They kept their Atlanta Hawks picks. They kept Vassell. They kept Keldon Johnson. They kept Sohan. People forget the Spurs have De'Aaron Fox because he got traded there midseason and then he got hurt, so he didn't play that many games for them. But listen, bro, they got De'Aaron Fox. They drafted Dylan Harper with the 2nd pick. Dylan Harper is such a beast that he would have been number 1 in any other draft if it wasn't like a Cooper Flag or like a Wemby or a LeBron. Dylan Harper, like for example, the draft with Risa Shea and Alex Sarr, Dylan Harper would have easily been the number 1 pick. So they got Dylan Harper, De'Aaron Fox. They got Carter Bryant, who they drafted, who's a beast, bro. Carter Bryant, I watched Summer League. Bro, he is everywhere defensively, bro. Who else? They got Devin Vassell. They got Sohan. They got Keldon Johnson. They got freaking they signed Luke Cornett. Bro, the Spurs are deep, bro. The Castle. Oh my God, how did I forget Castle? Rookie of the year. Bro, you know what? If I'm the Spurs, I know this might sound crazy. I'm trading De'Aaron Fox. You have Dylan Harper and Stephon Castle. That's your backcourt of the future, right? You can get good value for De'Aaron Fox, especially because he's due for an extension. The Spurs might not want to pay all that money, and you can get great value for Fox. You could get a wing. For Fox. And then you could have Wemby. You're set up for the future with a big, and then your backcourt, and yeah, bro. I don't know, but yeah, the Spurs are good. Okay, are you guys ready for number 9? Hey, can I get my props real quick though? Can I get my fucking props for not being biased? Look at this. I don't even have the Suns in the top 8. I promise you, when I told you guys I was going to do my NBA predictions, everybody would have thought that I would for sure have the Suns top 5, top 6, if anything, top 8. Could I get my props, bro, for being unbiased in this video? Come on, bro. And putting my Suns fandom to the side. I deserve it, bro. I deserve it. Because a lot of people would have thought I would have the Suns all the way up here. I'm being real this video. I'm being real. No, all troll shit aside, all the Suns fandom aside. Okay, number 9. Who's my pick for number 9, chat? Who is my pick for number 9? I got the Golden State Warriors. I got the Golden State Warriors. And chat, let me tell you, the only reason that I don't have the Warriors higher is because Mike Dunleavy, who's their GM, I don't know if he's fucking hibernating or if he's been asleep for the last month. But bro, he has not made any moves. Homie, you have Steph Curry, who's getting up there in age. He doesn't have 10 more years left in this league, right? You just traded for Jimmy Butler, who's a great player, but he's also 35. Why are you not making moves to win right now? I get it. They're waiting on Kuminga. They're in a tough spot. But homie, all the free agents are gone, bro. I can't feel bad for the Warriors not making a move because they're waiting on Kuminga, because that's their own fault. That's their own fault. They should have, if they didn't want to bring back Kuminga, they should have traded him at the deadline and got some value back for him. And if you do want Kuminga back, then sign him. Because now you're just making it in an awkward situation where you're missing out on all these free agents and you don't really want Kuminga back, but you should have traded him at the deadline if you weren't going to bring him back. So then now you're kind of forced to bring him back, but then you don't want to pay him all this money. Dude, it doesn't... The Warriors, I would have been higher on them because after the Jimmy Butler trade, they looked amazing. After the Jimmy Butler trade, chat, after they traded for Jimmy Butler, I don't know what their record was, but for 30 games, they barely lost shit. Jimmy Butler elevated that team to the next level. They beat the Warriors they beat the Rockets in the first round as a 7th seed. And how about I tell you, they would have probably beat Minnesota if Steph Curry didn't go down. Okay? So I was excited for this Warriors team. You guys know me. I'm a big Jimmy Butler fan. So me thinking, bro, Jimmy Butler gets to play with Steph Curry and Draymond. All they got to do is make some moves this summer. And they didn't do nothing, bro. They didn't do nothing, bro. They lost Looney. They're probably going to lose Kuminga. Yeah, they're going to sign Al Horford, but I mean, they might lose Gary Payton Jr. too. If you look at their roster, it's aside from Steph Curry, Jimmy Butler, and Draymond, it's very, very mid, bro. You have Buddy Hield. You have yes, I get they're gonna sign Melton, but Melton is not the difference from being a 9 seed and winning a fucking championship, bro. Anyways, yeah, I got the Warriors at 9. Now, number 10, and the last team in the play-in. Okay, before I get to that, please tell me, is the Warriors roster not underwhelming? Put Steph Curry, Jimmy Butler, and Draymond to the side, who's obviously, they're very, very great players, stars. Draymond, okay, whatever. But you have Pods, you have Quentin Post, you have Buddy Hield. Even if they, even Al Horford, yeah, okay, cool. I'm just not moved, bro. They lost Looney. I'm just not moved, bro. I'm not. They got to do something. They got to make a trade. Maybe they're holding out for Giannis. I don't know. Anyways, my next pick, number 10, and the last team in the play-in. I got my Phoenix Suns, baby. I got the Phoenix Suns. Bro. I don't care. I know what people are going to say. They're going to say, Brandon, the Phoenix Suns missed the play-in. Homie, I know you motherfuckers are not clowning me and laughing and calling me a glazer for putting the Suns at number 10. What the fuck am I supposed to have the Suns at fucking number 100? They still have Devin Booker, bro. I know you guys are not trolling and calling me a glazer and laughing at me for having my team at number 10. This is all bias aside, bro. Can I just say, I get it. People are going to be like, Brandon, how do you have the Suns at number 10 if last season they were number 11 and then they traded Kevin Durant? How can the Suns get better after trading Kevin Durant? Well, let me answer that, bro. The Phoenix Suns last season were so ass. Like, I don't even know how to explain how ass dog shit they were, that it just can't get any worse. It can't get worse, bro. So I get it. The Suns traded KD, but we were so bad last season that it's just we needed a change, bro. Like, I feel like Dillon Brooks is gonna bring a shift to the culture in the Valley. We haven't had someone like Dillon Brooks since we had Jay Crowder. What I mean by that is just like an enforcer, someone that will go out and play defense, someone that will go out and, you know, if someone's talking trash, if someone's getting in the head of our players, he will step in and, you know, talk his shit right back. So I think Dillon Brooks is going to help shift the culture in the Valley. We also traded for Mark Williams, and we didn't give up no players, just future picks. So we got Mark Williams essentially for nothing, no players that we had on our roster. And before anyone calls Mark Williams mid, you guys were hyping Mark Williams up so bad when he was supposed to get traded to the Lakers. Oh, they're going to win the championship. They got a top 5 center, Mark Williams, blah, blah, blah. But now that he got traded to Phoenix, now he's a bum. Stop it. We drafted Maluach. We drafted Rasheer Fleming. We drafted Kobe Brea. We got Jalen Green. We got Dillon Brooks. We got Jordan Goodwin. You know, and also Devin Booker he's gonna have a monster season, bro. He's gonna have a monster season, bro. I think Devin Booker's tired of the disrespect. Before the Suns traded for Beal and KD, Devin Booker was in Shai Gilgeous-Alexander talks, Anthony Edwards talks, you know? And I feel like when the Suns traded for Durant and Beal, Devin Booker's usage went lower. Devin Booker took less shots. Devin Booker took a back seat and, you know, accepted a role as you know, I'm playing with Book and I'm playing with KD and Beal. So, you know, my role and usage is not going to be as high as it was when I was playing with Chris Paul. But I think people have gotten real disrespectful with Book. I think people have gotten real disrespectful with Book just because he did take that back seat. And because he did kind of take a step back and let KD and Beal do their thing. Book is here this season to remind people who he is. He's up there with Shai. He's up there with Anthony Edwards, Donovan Mitchell, Jaylen Brown. People like to take him out of those talks and they think he regressed or got worse. That's not true. He just took a step back and he was letting KD do his thing. He was letting Beal do his thing. Someone said, what do you mean he got the same amount of minutes? Bro, are you fucking dumb? Minutes don't mean shit, bro. Obviously, Devin Booker playing the same amount of minutes with Chris Paul on the court, who's a pass-first point guard, and then playing the same amount of minutes with Kevin Durant and Bradley Beal, who are high-usage players and take a lot of shots. No shit, it's going to make a difference, bro. You can't talk basketball with everybody, bro. God damn. Anyways, we upgraded our center position like crazy. We had a Yusuf Nurkic and Mason Plumlee center rotation last year. Nurkic and Plumlee. Now we have Mark Williams, Nick Richards, and Maluach. That's a crazy big upgrade. Do you guys understand how big of an upgrade going from Yusuf Nurkic and Mason Plumlee to Mark Williams, Maluach, and Nick Richards is? Maluach is a top 10 pick. I don't know how much he'll contribute as a rookie and being only 18 years old, but he's already better than Nurkic. But anyways, yeah, I got the Suns at 10. I could be biased and put the Suns at 5 or 6 just because I'm a big Suns fan. But I'm going to be real, bro. I got the Suns at 10. It's going to be a little bit of a down year for Phoenix just because of the messy cap situation we were in with Beal and KD and the second apron and all that. So this year is going to sort of be a down year, but I still have us at 10. I like that we got younger and more athletic. The Suns last season, if you watched a lot of their games, bro, we looked like a retirement home, bro. It looked like we had the talent to beat a lot of those teams that we lost to, and it looked like on paper we had better players than a lot of those younger teams we were losing to, but we just could not keep up. We were too old. We were too slow. We didn't defend. We had no athleticism. Everybody had a short wingspan. Now we added Jalen Green, who's, younger. We drafted in the top 10 Maluach. We drafted Rasheer Fleming. We drafted Kobe Brea. We got Ryan Dunn. We got Oso Ighodaro. So, yeah, we really needed to go younger, and I'm glad that that's what we did, bro. But I think going out on a limb with Devin Booker's contract, Devin Booker's revenge tour, revenge season, comeback year, he's been disrespected too much. I'm giving Book, I think he's going to average 28 points per game and 9 assists. 9 or 10 assists. I'm giving Book 28 and 9 this season. 28 and 9. Maybe 28 and 10. Yeah. Number 11 on my list. I got the Portland Trailblazers. I know I'm going to get some hate for this. But Portland, if you watch them in the second half of the season, they were nice, bro. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Portland is better than Phoenix this season, bro. I would not be surprised, bro. Portland's defense is top 5 in the league. Okay? If you don't agree, you don't know ball. Okay? Let me tell you who Portland has, bro. Oh my God. Their team is low-key nice, bro. People are spamming Dame can't play. Dame is not playing. I'm not even including Damian Lillard. And their team is still nice. People talking about, bro, you don't know ball. All right, come back to this when the Blazers are top 11, maybe even top 10. Bro, you guys are such casuals, bro. Oh my God. If you watched any Portland basketball last season, you would see that they're actually talented. They're actually good. Their defense is amazing. They got good bigs. Let me go through the list, bro. Drew Holiday, Shaedon Sharpe, Denny Avdia, Toumani Camara, Jeremy Grant, Donovan Clingan, Robert Williams, Scoot Henderson. Oh, by the way, bro, can I just give Denny Avdia his props? He is so underrated. Denny Avdia is a beast, bro. He's nice. And Toumani Camara, I'm so mad that the Suns gave him up. I'm so mad that the Suns traded him, bro. So upset, bro. Toumani Camara is a real deal, bro. He just made an all-defensive team, and he's this young. He guards the other team's best players every single night. He could shoot the 3-ball. He's good, bro. I think the Blazers are going to shock some people. I think they're going to upset some people and win a lot of games next season, bro. I could see them making the play-in, bro. I have them at 11, but I could see them making the play-in. Bro. Not going to lie. I think the Blazers are underrated. They play really, really good defense. And defense wins you games, bro. Number 12. Fuck, we got ads. Bro. We got ads, man. Bro. Are the ads done? Chat, please let me know when the ads are done. Some people said done. Some people said not. I don't know what to believe, bro. Done, done, done. Okay, I think we're done, bro. Number 12, I have the New Orleans Pelicans. Okay? I know a lot of people might be upset with this pick, but let me explain, bro. Let me explain. So, number one, I'm a huge Trey Murphy fan. That's first and foremost. I'm a huge Trey Murphy fan. Okay? They drafted Jeremiah Fears. Derek Queen, they traded up to get him. Trey Murphy, Herb Jones, Missy, Zion. They traded for Jordan Poole. Can I give you one simple reason why I have the Pelicans at number 12? Even if I want to put them lower. Yeah, they did sign Looney too. Can I just explain why I have them at 12? They traded their unprotected first round pick for Derek Queen in this past year's draft. That was an insanely crazy, insane move. And I see some people in the chat talking about Derek Queen is good. Derek Queen is a beast. Oh, I agree. I think Derek Queen is really good. And I wouldn't have been mad if my team drafted him. But you did not need to give up an unprotected first round pick. You could have got Derek Queen if you put top 3, top 5 protection on that pick. Not to mention, bro, the Hawks trading for the Pelicans pick, unprotected, for Derek Queen, is amazing on so many levels because, A, look how stacked the West is, bro. Look how stacked the West is, bro. Even if the Pelicans go full best case scenario and they go exceed expectations, where's their best case scenario in the West, bro? Because they're not better than anybody in the top 7, top 8. What is their best case scenario? 9, 10, a play-in team? So they gave up an unprotected first round pick. I think they could have got Derek Queen even if they put protections on that pick. Not to mention, that pick is the worst between them and Milwaukee. You don't know what could happen in Milwaukee, bro. What if Giannis demands a trade? And they trade him. And Milwaukee turns dog shit. And they become the worst team in the East. The Pelicans had that pick, bro. The Pelicans had that pick swap. And they traded it. They traded it, bro. That was a very irresponsible move. I hope Derek Queen works out for them. And I think he's going to be good. But that was a crazy move, bro. Crazy. I think they could have got Derek Queen for, yeah. You know what, chat? I'm going to just go and put my last 3 picks at once because I don't think anyone really cares about these last 3. I got Memphis at 13, and I really have to explain myself for that because I'm going to be getting hate. I have the Kings at 14 and the Jazz at 15. Let me explain why I have Memphis so low, just so it makes sense. The Memphis Grizzlies traded Desmond Bane for 4 first-round picks, okay? They got KCP in return, who's a win-now player, and they're already trying to flip him. Are you guys not sensing what I'm sensing? The Grizzlies are about to enter a rebuild. If you're in win-now mode, you don't trade Desmond Bane. You keep Desmond Bane to play him with Ja and Jaren Jackson Jr., and you add to the team. If if you're Memphis and you're in win now mode and you're trying to win in the West, you don't trade Desmond Bane for picks. He is arguably your best player, worst case, second best player. And then they acquired Cole Anthony and then got rid of him. The reason I have Memphis at number 13 is because I'm making a bold prediction, and I believe that they trade John Morant or Jaren Jackson Jr. at the deadline, and they embrace a full rebuild. I think it started with the Desmond Bane trade. That was kind of a hint. That was kind of a hint with Memphis saying, hey, the West is too fucking stacked. We're not going to win in the West. We're going to start a rebuild and try to do this thing in 4 or 5 years. I think Desmond Bane was the startup. And I do believe in February, either Jaren Jackson Jr. or John Morant will be traded. And that's why I have Memphis at number 13. If they kept their whole team together and they didn't trade Bane, I would have them top 6, 7, 8, somewhere over there. But I'm making a bold prediction, and I genuinely believe Memphis blows it up. And after trading Bane and trying to flip KCP, and they got rid of Cole Anthony, the signs are there, bro. Trading Bane for picks, the signs are there. They're about to enter a rebuild, and they're going to trade either Jaren Jackson Jr. or John Morant. And also, I don't want to get too much hate for this, but I think John Morant's overrated. I'm sorry. I'm just going to say it, bro. I'm just going to say it. I think Jaw's over. I hate when people put him in Derrick Rose conversations. I hate that, bro. I hate it. That is so disrespectful to D Rose, bro. Do you guys... Oh my God, bro. You guys might be too young. But if you watch Derrick Rose MVP season, pre-injuries, he was a fucking beast. Youngest MVP in NBA history. I hate. It's such a lazy comparison to be like, John Morant, yeah, he's like D Rose. He's like the next coming of D Rose. No, bro, no. The only thing similar is their athleticism, bro. That's it. D Rose was cooking. D Rose was on pace to be a all-time fucking great, bro, before injuries. Ja is not that, bro. I think Ja is good. I don't think John Morant is a bad player. There's a difference with being overrated and being bad. I don't think he's bad. I think he's good, but I just think he's overrated by the public. You got all the new generation of dudes, like these younger people, they don't watch full basketball games anymore. They just follow House of Highlights and Bleacher Report, and they watch like all these like highlights at night before going to bed. They don't watch full games. So obviously they're going to see clips of John Morant doing windmill dunks and 360 dunks, and they're going to be like, dude, this player is so good. He's the next coming of fucking D Rose. He's MVP. No, bro. No. Watch basketball. Watch basketball, bro. When I was younger, I had to watch full fucking 48-minute games. We didn't have social media of Instagram highlights and all this, bro. This new generation does not know hoops, bro. This new generation of fucking younger dudes, I can't speak basketball to them, bro. All they know is highlights. All they know, dude, Jordan Poole is an all-star. And John Morant is this. Nah, homie. It's just highlights, bro. It's highlights, bro. Watch real games, bro. John Morant is not him, bro. Anyways, bro, I got the Kings at 14 because, I mean, the West is just way too stacked. I don't like their roster, bro. I do like the rookies they drafted, yeah. But I think they're gonna blow it up. And they should blow it up, bro. Yeah, the Kings, I could see the Kings making the playoffs in the East. I could see the Kings making the playoffs in the East. In the West, it's just a bloodbath. It's way too stacked. It's too good. I don't see the Kings being better than any of these teams. Maybe Memphis, if Memphis blows it up at the deadline. I don't know. But, honestly, chat, can we spam L Kings in the fucking chat for trading Halliburton and Fox? Trading Halliburton was... I have a homie, Romel. You guys probably know him. He's a Kings fan. And when the Kings traded Halliburton for Sabonis, he goes, oh, bro, I love Halliburton, but this is a win-win trade. It works for both teams. And I was like, homie, no. You guys should not have traded Halliburton for Sabonis. Sabonis is a regular season player. He's an amazing regular season player. You can't play him in the playoffs. You can't. If you think that was a good trade for Sacramento, you're an idiot, bro. Halliburton is someone who elevates everybody around him and shows up in the playoffs. Sabonis is someone who looks like a beast in the regular season and gets benched in the playoffs. He can't play. He can't play in the playoffs. He can't. He gets played off the court, bro. That was not a good trade for Sacramento. And now look. They lost Halliburton and Fox. And they ended up paying Schroeder almost $20 million a year because they need a point guard so bad. You go from having De'Aaron Fox and Tyrese Halliburton, we got too many point guards, to now you're so desperate for a point guard because you traded both of them that you're giving Dennis Schroeder like fucking $18 million a year, $15 million a year, whatever the fuck it is, bro, because you need a point guard so bad. That's such bad mismanagement from Sacramento. And then the Jazz I have at 15. I don't even think the Jazz are that bad. I just think that they're just not trying to win, bro. They traded Sexton for fucking nothing. And then they traded John Collins for essentially nothing too. That's you saying to your fan base, hey, Jazz fans, we love you guys, but we're not trying to win this year. We're trying to build for the future. So I think the Jazz are just going to be tanking. I think the Jazz could have been... Honestly, I think the Jazz would have been better than the Suns last year. They just didn't want to win, bro. Homie, they were benching... The Jazz are not bad, bro. They had last season Jordan Clarkson, Lauri Markkanen, Walker Kessler, John Collins, Colin Sexton, Isaiah Collier. That's not a bad team, bro. Markkanen is borderline all-star. Walker Kessler is a great young big. John Collins is a starter level power forward. Colin Sexton is a beast. Jordan Clarkson is a great six-man. Keontae George, they genuinely were losing games on purpose, bro. Like, they were holding out their good players because they were winning too many games. They were holding out Jordan Clarkson, Colin Sexton, John Collins, Kessler, Markkanen with mystery injuries just because they were winning too many games. Now, homie, the Jazz are literally telling their fans, we love you guys. We love you, Jazz fans. Thanks for buying tickets, but we are not going to win this season, bro. You lost Clarkson for nothing. You lost John Collins for nothing. You gave up Colin Sexton for fucking Yusuf ass dogshit Nurkic. Yeah, they're not trying to win, bro. They're tanking. I will say, bro, Danny Ainge gets a lot of props, and I get it. But, dude, he waited way too long to trade Colin Sexton and John Collins. If he traded them a year ago or 2 years ago, he could have got a lot of picks. He could have got first rounders. He could have got some nice young pieces. He waited and waited and waited, right? And he ended up salary dumping Colin Sexton and then moving on from John Collins, who's a good player, for fucking Kevin Love, bro. Danny Ainge needs to get some crap for that, bro. He had really bad asset mismanagement over there. He could have traded them a couple years ago and got a nice return. Anyways, here are my Western Conference picks. Okay, screenshot this, clip it, whatever you need to do. Come back to it when the season's over. Let's be honest, I'm probably fucking wrong. I'm probably not right. But you know how hard it is to get all 15 teams right? You know, it just doesn't happen. So this is mine. I know you guys are going to hate me, but I can't do the East today because I need to leave to the airport once I feed my dog. Yo, Booker, you want food? I need to leave to the airport because I'm going on a trip to Arizona. I'm going to link up with Dennis. And I will stream out there. So I'm going to have to save my Eastern Conference for the next stream, like when I come back home. So I don't want to miss my flight, chat. Here's my Western Conference predictions. Agree with me, disagree with me, chat about it, comment what you guys think. I am very interested to see your guys' opinions. So comment down below what you think your picks for the Western Conference, your 1 through 15. And I'd be more than happy to read the comments and just see like who agrees with me, who disagrees, what we have similar, what we have different. So yeah, I love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. And I gotta go make my flight. Love you guys.